Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Flexin with Chris Canty. Thank you again for joining us. All right, joining us now is the starting fullback for the Dallas Cowboys, and he's in his second season. In my opinion, has done an outstanding job. I know he wants to do more. One of these energetic, the Energizer Bunny type of guy that's out there on the field. And I think he gets in the way of some of those offensive linemen at times. But please welcome the Cricket, number 34, Deon Anderson.
How you guys doing?
Deon, welcome to the show, and I'm sure Chris will jump in here whenever he wants to. But I got to ask, and I know the audience wants to know, how in the world did you get the name Cricket?
Well,
you're not a small man. I mean, you may be short, but you're not a small guy. But by the way, how much do you weigh?
245.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen too many crickets at 245 pounds.
245 on a good day.
On a good day.
On a good day. On a light day.
Yeah,
huh?
on a light day.
No,
well, all right, last year, coming in as a rookie, you don't want to show any faults, any weaknesses, like, in your game, So, I was challenged. This is during preseason. I just got here, too. So
training camp?
Yeah, San Antonio last year. So, Alonzo Coleman, the running back on the practice squad, he challenged me to like a throwing contest, like where I couldn't throw a Gatorade bottle into a garbage can that was a good 50 yards away, So I threw it, missed it. The second time I was like double or nothing, hit off the top, and landed on the ground. I missed it, so I owed him basically my whole check. And we don't get paid that much.
Yeah.
During preseason, I'm like, man, I'm not gonna have any money for a whole week, So I was like, all right, Alonzo, like, what else what do I got to do to get out of this bet, man? Like, I'm a man of my word. He was like, all right, Deon, you want to get out of this bet? Eat that cricket. And I was. There were crickets running around everywhere. And
we're in the Alamo Dome, so there's crickets everywhere in that place.
And so I ran and I picked up like the smallest cricket I could find. He was like, no, that one. It was like, ribbit.
Real fat, juicy one, I'll bet, yeah.
So
you guys got too much time on your hands, I think.
It was preseason, So I tracked it down, using my animal tactics and skills, and I cornered it and grabbed it by its leg and it started kicking. And before it started freaking out, I just I went into fear factor mode.
He's fearless. He's fearless.
And chew, swallow.
Cricket Anderson.
It tasted like ham.
Yeah.
Cricket Anderson.
Yeah.
Cricket
Anderson.
Cricket Anderson.
240 pounds and arms like Chris here, all came from eating crickets.
Protein.
Okay, despite the fact that you are a cricket, we want to talk to you and find out from you, young guy, that's playing a lot with the Cowboys. And so what do you think about your season so far with the Cowboys?
Early in the season, we started out good. I had a couple bumps and bruises. I think there was a sniper in the building, and when we played the Eagles and took out my meniscus, and I had to go get that fixed. Wait. You lost me. Did you lose you guys in there somewhere? Start that again. No, I against Philly, I ended up tearing my meniscus. And I had to sit out.
Knee.
Yeah, I had to sit out 2 games. Yeah, it was a sniper.
Sit out, okay.
We call it a sniper because it's kind of one of those things when you're all by yourself and you trip up and fall. They couldn't, we're too good of an athlete to just trip and fall. So it had to be a sniper somewhere.
Someone was somewhere out there in the rafters, and I didn't, I forgot to check, bring my security. But, I ended up tearing my meniscus, came back.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh. That one was funnier than the cricket part. I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right, so, came back off of that and didn't feel like I had my explosiveness, So I've been recently not recently, for like the past 4 or 5 weeks working with Joe, and I feel like I'm getting back to my old ways, that explosiveness, hitting people and making it look like they're getting electrocuted.
All right. Well, hey, listen, I don't know all the stories behind how you got to where you are, but, again, I think the guy's doing a pretty darn good job. And go ahead, give him a hand. So, speaking about young guys on the Cowboy roster that are at the running back spot, you have to talk to us about, number one, Marion Barber, who's third-year player?
Fourth year player.
Fourth-year player, I beg your pardon. And then the guy who came in and, in my mind, did an outstanding job at the running back spot, and Tashard Choice.
Yeah.
Talk to us about those two guys.
Well, hopefully by now you guys know Marion. He's a soldier to the end. I mean, today he tried to wrestle me because, I have a history in wrestling, and he feels that he can pick me up and slam me on my head. So, even with
Trust me, guys, take it from me. This is not the guy that you want to challenge to any kind of physical competition, wrestling, basketball, or anything like that, just because it's going to turn into an all-out brawl. This guy, every time he walks by me in the locker room, I have to put my guard up just so the guy doesn't hit me. He's just that kind of guy.
I'm just making sure he's ready. He's on his toes. Yeah. But Marion, he's coming along. You can tell at practice that he's still uneasy about his place because his foot isn't 100%. So he doesn't want to do something that's going to set him back. So as of right now, I don't know whether or not he's going to be in this game. Yeah. But when one guy goes down, another guy steps up, and T. Choice definitely did that.
Did the
last
job.
Game, man.
Did the job. Okay, we need to get to this. And, I really didn't want to talk too much about it because it's been hashed out this entire week, and a lot of different things have been said. But I think our audience wants to know from you guys, what's your thinking, quickly if you could, because we have to wrap it up, about this whole receiver versus Tony Romo versus the tight end position. Having been there myself, I'm trying to read between some of the lines that the media is putting out there. So what's happening at the practice facility? What are you guys talking about?
Preston, to me, that situation is much ado about nothing. I think it's really one of those things that has kind of been almost fabricated by the media to create a soap opera-like atmosphere around the Dallas Cowboys because we are America's team, and people. And when you're in that spotlight, there are some individuals that really don't want to see this football team do well and achieve the goals that we're aspiring to achieve. And it's just one more obstacle, as we see it, going down the stretch to keep us from where we want to be. And particularly with the game that we played last week, we didn't win, we didn't achieve the desired outcome, but we played a good football game, and we're starting to play good football even since the bye week. We've been playing really good football, and so this team has a little bit of momentum going. We've got some things that we can build on that are positive, and there are some people out there that want to kind of throw us off and keep us off kilter so this team doesn't have success.
Keep you divided.
Absolutely, because what better story to write about than the failure of the Dallas Cowboys? They don't want to talk about this team succeeding. So, we want to move into a positive direction, and that's where we're going.
I think some reporters should just keep their mouths shut.
Absolutely.
No, that's about it. That's all I got to say about it. We're family. Of course, we're going to argue and fight amongst each other, but I punched my little brother in the face. Let someone from the outside come punch my little brother in the face. We're both fighting him. So we're family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, you guys continue to do that. I'm sure you fans are just like I am out there. I'm still on your side. I don't believe all that stuff that's been going on. What we need to do, what will stop all of that talk and all of that possible back and forth stuff is what? We need to beat the Giants tomorrow. That's right. All right. Need to thank the Cowboys Corral. We should have Courtney Brown that's going to be here signing autographs along with Deon, Chris, myself, and I believe Rowdy's going to join us. You guys can just, once the show's over, walk right behind us. Autographs, helmets are back there, certainly these T-shirts over here. enjoy yourselves while you're in Dallas, Texas, and we'll all bring it home for the Cowboys in a victory tomorrow.